The Joe Rogan Experience.
I was reading or watching a video rather today. I put it on my Twitter about this this family in Siberia that they found that had escaped communist persecution. They were really religious, and they moved to the middle of Siberia, and they found them one day there, and they had no idea World War II had happened. They were missing out on like giant. They had no contact with the outside world. The daughters had never seen people before. Wow, dude.
Were they like homeschooled the kids, or no
I mean,
school?
they taught them what they could, but they're all just barely surviving. One of them starved to death. The mother starved to death, and it's a cartoon of it all. So it's real weird. Like you watch this cartoon, and this lady just starves to death in the cartoon.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were growing their own food and hunting what they can, but they didn't have a bow and arrow. They didn't have a gun, so they would set traps in the ground floor, like, and animals would fall in, and sticks would stab them. Is that what they looked like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not long after they got found.
Fucking crazy, man. So I think they were out there for, that was 78 when they got found?
I think so.
I think they were out there pre-World War II. So wrap your head around that.
Ugh.
So they might have been out there for, 30 plus years. And that was the shack they lived in. Wow. That was the place they lived in. And they're in the fucking taiga, man. They're in Siberia. They're 150 miles from the nearest city. They walked. They got 150 miles in and set up shop because some of the people that they were with in their religious group were killed by communists. Some were arrested and persecuted, and they just had to flee. So they took off, and they made a little commune up there.
Good God.
Good God.
Freezing cold Siberia, right?
Freezing cold and starving to death. The mother starved to death to let the kids live. It's crazy. They barely made it, and then they started growing some food, and they figured out a way to, the remaining people that didn't starve to death figured out a way to survive, but they were barely hanging on. They were all barefoot when they found them.
They eat their mom? Probably not, right? You can't bring yourself to eat your own mother, right?
You might eat your mom.
If you're starving.
She's not going to need that meat.
Right? You don't?
I want to look.
What do you do? Do you starve to death with her, or do you eat her?
I think my mom would want me to eat her.
I know your mom would want me to eat her.